Greetings, fellow and future Star citizens. Gray-headed gamer here. Wanted to put out a quick little video pertaining to the leak we had this weekend and whether or not I think it's a good idea, and also about putting things on Star Citizen Island. And I've gotten so many messages. I was going to stay away from this and just let it ride, but wanted to put something out because I've made a personal decision not to put any of these assets on Star Citizen Island at this time. I'm waiting for an official word from CIG. Now, if you want to see some of these assets and you don't mind being spoiled a little bit on the surprise that Squadron 42 is going to bring, there are plenty of YouTube creators right now that are putting out pictures, and most of them are doing a great job by adding the spoiler tag or the leak tag. At least on Reddit, I know they are. I've stayed away from the RSI main forums. I haven't really been visiting them much because they seem to be quite toxic here lately. But as far as my opinion, and as far as a moral standpoint, I'm gonna keep my distance. And it's not because I think it's a bad thing. Quite the contrary. I actually think this is a great thing for CIG. Now, I know they've kept a lot of this a surprise, and for good reasons. You know, you want to have that surprise factor when Squadron 42 releases. But what it really shows me is there's a lot more work going on in the background than many of us thought. There's an entire Vanduul fleet. There's a lot of UEE ships that they're, not offering as concept sales, but are really far in development. So if you've wondered why some of these ships that we want to see in Hangar or in Arena Commander, I mean, now you know they're really focusing on Squadron 42. That's a big part of the game, is the single player campaign. And a lot of the stuff that's in Squadron 42 will also move on over to the Persistent Universe. So they're not just, with a lot of these people saying, oh, they're making all this money and nothing's, being released except a few digital ships and blah, blah, blah. You see now what they are working on, a ton of things. If the leak would have contained actual a game code and things that they've been working on, as far as I can tell right now, it's really just assets. The original person to upload this on Reddit wasn't doing it to be malicious at all. I think I heard that they thought it might have been an Easter egg, having that up there because, why else would they have a torrent address to an unprotected download? But it turns out that it was just a goof up on CIG's part. Now, I'm not going to get on CIG's butt either, because this may have been a one-time shot. Maybe they just put it on this torrent to get it to their studio so they could test it before the Memorial Day weekend. Maybe they do have a very secure system with passwords and authentication and whatnot, and this was just something they did to get it out fast. We don't know. We haven't had official word. So I'm not going to say, CIG's IT department sucks or nothing like that, because we just don't know. What I do know is some people need to maybe check their photos before they upload them a little better. So all I can say is I do not believe this is a bad thing. This is bringing in people that have kind of backed for the game and then kind of drifted off, and now they're seeing all this new development and all these new ships. And if you want to see them in their full beauty, check out Teller. He's got some awesome renders, fully textured, amazing Vanduul ships. I've had a couple closed door YouTube and content creator meetings on Skype, and yes, I have looked over the assets, most if not all of them. They are amazing. If you thought the bingle was big, hold on to your panties, because the game is at a scale that I didn't even think. I mean, it's almost incomprehensible how amazing this game is going to be when it is released. So my personal opinion, I do not think it's a bad thing that this leaked. Sucks that it ruined the surprise for me a little. I kind of wish I hadn't seen all the assets, but there again, the ones that I saw were just white boxed, and I haven't seen the fully detailed. I did check out one of Teller's videos, and I decided I'm gonna hold off for a little bit, because I do want that wow factor. I want that surprise. So that's just my opinion. Everyone has their own. I know a lot of people are pissed, a lot of people are happy. Everyone gets their own opinion, and that's fine. So if you don't mind, no more messages, guys. I'm not going to put these on Star Citizen Island until I get official word. I want to see an official post. They've already started a forum post from an actual mod on the RSI forum saying, hey, let's talk about the leak. So, they do know, and it doesn't look like it's going to shut nothing down. And I really don't think it's going to postpone any releases. It's just some assets. So we'll see how it works out, guys. Thanks for joining me. Just wanted to throw my opinion out there. Don't forget to check out all the other Star Citizen content creators out there. Big thanks to my patrons from my Patreon page. I got in trouble again. I keep calling them my Patreons, and they're not. They're my patrons. And I will see you guys later.